Llandegla in North Wales. If you haven't done an enduro race today, for this edit I'm going to talk you through your first enduro race. Throughout the day I'll be chatting about what you need to be thinking about, how you need to be preparing, and what exactly it takes to get through that race well and fully prepared. Because remember the 3P, piss poor.
Piss poor performance prevents
Piss poor
proper preparation prevents piss poor performance.
Right. Piss poor preparation. No.
No.
Just remember, proper preparation prevents piss poor performance. What can I
As
talk
you
about?
can probably tell, we didn't prepare.
Things you need to be thinking about prior to your race. How long is the track going to be? How many days are you out there? This is a one-day race, so we don't need as much preparation as you would for, say, a 3-day race. How many stages are there? How many K is it? What are you going to pack in your backpack? For that you can check out our little edit on how to pack for enduro racing. If you have the luxury of different tyre choices, check out the conditions. You could also find this on the organiser's website. With this being a stone track mostly, I've gone for a semi-slick on the back and more of a fast rolling dry tyre on the front. One of the things we do like to do is set up our suspension for the trail. When it comes to your sag, you want to be doing sort of 30%-ish for your normal gnarly trails, but as this is more of a trail centre, we'll go for 25%, so it's a bit of a firmer setup. So me and my friend Coiny here, say hello Coiny.
Hello.
We're definitely broken one golden rule here. We're both on brand new bikes. Instead of going out and gently getting to grips with them and checking out for any gremlins, we're straight to racing. Myself on the Fat Lab prototype and Coiny on the Orange Stage 6. Another thing I'd highly recommend with enduro racing, in fact with any kind of racing really that involves being around other people for a long time, choose your mates you're going to race with. Positivity goes a massive long way. If you're with somebody who moans all day, it's going to rub off and you're going to have a crap time. Fortunately, my friend Robert George Arthur Loynes Coynington here is a happy-go-lucky kind of guy. Another thing to remember when entering these races, have you entered the right type of event for you? You don't want to go into an event that's really suited at full-on pro riders. If you're just weekend warrior, normal type of bloke or girl, so have a look, get on some forums, check out the event you're riding, check out the tracks. You got enough food and drink for your loop? Well worth thinking about. No matter how quick you're going, if you don't have enough drink or enough food, you can wipe yourself out through being tired, losing your concentration. So check it out. How far is it? How long are you going to be in the saddle? What you think you should have. Realistically, I know we all can't afford this. I don't tend to do it, but with energy gels, you're actually meant to have one an hour. Bit pricey for me though, that. Also with correct hydrangeas, hydrangeas, that's a plant. Also with correct hydration comes correct weeing. You got to get it out. You don't want to be coming to a stage feeling like you need a wee and not having time. Take the time to stop and relieve yourself on the track. This here race doesn't have sort of allocated start times, it's just got an allocated start because it's practice AM, race PM. But if you do have selected start times for you, make sure you give yourself plenty of time to get up those hills. The last thing you want is to be stressing and panicking, thinking, am I going to make it? Getting to the line all flustered and knackered, or even worse, getting a time penalty. Know about your transition times. Some races will have set transitions up set routes. If you don't follow them, you can get disqualified. Or if, like here, there are shortcuts up to the top, take them, save your energy. It's all about saving energy in enduro. That's the magic. Down, don't go like a twat. You won't be warmed up, you're only practicing. You want to be looking at the lines. If there's anything like this rock garden here that may be a certain feature on the track that is quite gnarly, stop and have a look. Get the good line in. That is worth a lot more than just going flat out through it in practice and either braining yourself or getting the wrong line for race run. A section like this, many seconds can be gained by getting the right line in and the right line out. See, Coin, you can fucking just nail this. Always be grateful to marshals. They do an incredible job. They're usually not paid, so don't give them any shit if you're not getting on with the track, because then you're a bell end. On the transitions from stage to stage, as long as you've got plenty of time, just go steady. You know, way slower than you would in a normal trail ride. Save that energy and chat about the stages with your mates. They might have seen some corners or a jump or some bits that you didn't pick up on. If, like us, you're on anything new, have a little fettle while you're riding around during practice, but definitely not before your race run, and only if you know what you're doing. Unlike Coin here, hasn't got a clue, he's just guessing. When it comes to the steeper transitions like this one, and yet again, if you've got plenty of time, don't be too sort of proud to walk. You just come up the transition, whether it be long or short. It's quite possible you'll have your bike in climb, you'll have your seat up high, and you may be in first or second gear. So don't make that classic mistake of going off the line for your run or your practice with it still set up for uphill. We've all done it once, and we've all regretted it. What do you think would be your main important choice when it comes to preparation for enduro?
Just run what you brung.
Run what you brung?
Yeah, get it done.
Most important bit of preparation for enduro racing?
Just get an early night's sleep.
Wow. I totally
Don't stress
agree
yourself
with
too
that.
much in the week and give it some on the weekend.
Find out about the local area. Have you got midges in the area? Prep for that. There's no point having your whole weekend ruined just by the fact you've been bitten to death because you're soft and English like me. Not like this Scottish friend here, and it doesn't even bother him, these midges. If you're nervous before your stage or your practice run, and there's a part of the stage that might psych you out a bit, a gnarly route, a jump, a rock section, it's a tough corner, don't think negative. Imagine yourself getting through that bit. Got to think positive. Positivity goes a long way. I got that information off Neil Donahue, you know. Get your timing right when it comes to stages and practice. This stage is the off-camber, the off-piste, the one that's a bit more tricky. So realistically, on a stage like this, you want to be getting here as early as possible before the huge queues. Queuing is not good. When you've got sections in the run and you're practicing, don't bother sprinting up the hills. What's the point in wasting your energy during the practice? Save it. And also, if you've got a stage like that before where it's all off-piste and dirt with tons of lines, better to go slow and look for the lines. Great lines will save you more time than banging turns on the longer ways to do it. Does that make sense? Probably not. Look at them all sprinting. Stop sprinting, lads, you're practicing. Another tip for saving energy and retaining speed. On a lot of stages, you might have a lot of holes in the track. Ones that are like compressions or dips. Pump them. Pump them. Sometimes if you're on a kind of pedally stage, you'll get more speed out of pumping holes than you will out of pedaling through it. Pedaling through it, you'll just lose momentum. If you can't pump, get yourself to a pump track, learn. It will save you so many valuable seconds. So you may have viewed our video on what to pack for enduro, but we'll just discuss here with my friend here, Robert George Arthur James Loynes. What would you carry? for me, for this short race today. Oh, here we go. These boys are on it. They're not bothered about saving energy. They are fit as hell. So, for today, what are we carrying, Coiny? Let's go through the list.
Food.
2 tyre levers.
Food. Yeah.
CO2 canisters.
No. Food.
I got 2 of them.
Food.
Puncture plugs.
Food.
With the gubbins to get them in.
No.
No. A tube.
Yeah, 2 tubes.
Food. This is a summer race, so we're not bothering with like spare bits. I haven't even got a waterproof because, well, look at it, it's bloody boiling.
I have a gilet.
You got a gillet?
Gillet, yeah.
What else we got? Coin? I got a pump just in case my CO2s pack up, or it can quite often be a disaster.
Multi-tool.
Multi-tool, yeah.
Chain device.
Chain device. Oh, chain splitter.
Yeah, sorry.
I was going to say, holding a separate chain device, that's a bit over the top. And the split link. I've got a split link actually secured to my hand guards.
I haven't got one.
Because you haven't got hand guards.
No.
Can't slide them off now, can you? I think that's about it. I'm sure there's something I've missed out, but
Food.
that'll do for now. Be prepared.
Money for lunch.
Yeah. If you're racing somewhere where you're not going to go back to the van and there's a food stop, carry some dosh. When you're signing on at registration, quite often you'll have a map of the track or the whole course. So sometimes they'll have a map you can take. If not, take a photo of it on your phone and you've got it with you just in case you have any issues and you have to get a quick escape back to the centre. Always worth doing. Oh. Here's a pro tip for you. If you're getting really hot, you don't have to put your head in the water. All you need to do is put your wrists in, because that's where your main veins are, not that main vein, and that will cool you down really quickly. If you're coming in at lunchtime before you're going out racing and you're having a spot of food, have the right stuff, have something healthy that won't sit heavy in your stomach. It will make a massive difference to your performance.
We turned on and battery checked by Anthony, and then you're going to ride past Sambo. It should be beeping and flashing. If it's not beeping and flashing, it's not working, you need to come back to me. Enjoy it, guys.
If you got some sort of transponder, make sure you remember to get it turned on like I didn't do once. After each stage, even if like that, it's pedally as hell. When you get to the end of the stage, don't just stop. Just keep spinning real lightly, just to ride that lactic off. Because if you suddenly stop and then try and get going again, your legs will feel dead. Spin it off and let your heart rate slow down at a nice steady rate. So, Meg White has joined us for the day. You enjoying yourself?
I am, it's good.
Can't complain, it's all about the positivity, you know.
Yeah, we've
So-
learned a lesson today. Cup is half full today.
Yes, the cup, as Doc says, is refillable. So what would you say is your tips for a new enduroist? What would you be doing to prepare?
Eat well,
Yeah?
lots of water.
Yes? The day before as well, lots of water.
Day before, yeah.
Yeah?
What else?
Don't get drunk.
Don't get drunk. I'm a good girl, don't do that.
Yes?
Good night's sleep.
Yes?
Make sure everything's prepped before the morning.
Yes.
Stress-free weekend.
Fail to prepare.
Prepare to fail.
You know all the P's? I said them earlier, but I've forgotten them already. Piss, poor, preparation.
Peter.
Piss, oh, I can't
Piss
remember.
poor performance prevents.
Piss for preparation. Piss, I don't pissy, no.
No.
Thank you.
How much? Just ran off track.
Number one, give it the number one sign.
Number one, dude.
Well done, mate. Right, I'm with James Hughes, winner today of the pro category. So James, what do you think sort of was your, how did you get that sort of prime position? What were your tactics when it comes to preparation?
Well, it's the thing that sets you apart here is just pedal. You have to make sure every opportunity you have to get on the gas. Like, you cannot let up. Sitting down, it just isn't an option. You just got to make the most of everything, and every turn you've got to make the most of speed out of the turns as well.
So, I mean, you are primarily a downhill racer.
Yeah.
Coming over to Enduro and having a go at this, which I'd say, would you agree, was also a novice race? Definitely a good one for the novices.
Yeah, really good. Section 2 was pretty hard, I imagine, for a number of people, because it was pretty tight and there were a number of drops and things, but it was good. It was good, and I imagine, you know, everyone got on with it, so it's good.
Would you recommend the Welsh Enduro to any novices who want to come and have a sort of dip their feet in their first Enduro?
100%, definitely. It's absolutely mint. It's really good fun and, you know, really relaxed, and so I would definitely recommend it to anybody.
Just so you know, this guy got first in the pros with a time of 9:12. I think I was fourth in the vets, and he beat me by nearly a minute over 4 stages, so fair play.
Nice.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers.
So we've had an awesome day here at the Welsh Enduro at Coedy Brennan. Okay, start again. It's Llandegla. So we've had an awesome day here at the Welsh Enduro at Llandegla. Brilliant trails, a lot better than we thought actually. Hopefully my tips for Enduro racing have helped you out, whether you be fresh to it, going to have a go, done a few, or even if you're top level, something might help. But check it out, how to pack for Enduro. You can see that, another one of our videos, and keep it pinned, folks.